जी सर।
Node.js accounts. MongoDB, sorry, MongoDB accounts.
यस सर।
Okay, chalo. Let's just start. I guess we can have our code over right over here. This looks different. Yeah, this is the completed code. I'm sorry. Where is our original code that we are supposed to be viewing? Yes. Chalo. Well, I guess we have Morgan now. Yes. Hmm. Then what? It is hard to determine where did we stop now. What did we do? Let's see our packages. Did we install Mongoose and all? No. So okay, we have Morgan installed, but I did not show you guys how to do Morgan, right? So let's just go with that. I guess let's do. This is supposed to be. Yeah. Chalo. So this is not supposed to be this. This is supposed to be complete. Okay. Well, if you guys have created your MongoDB account and created your cluster also, as I showed you guys last time, then you should be currently at somewhere like uh, somewhere like this screen right now. Wait, let me just start recording. Where is my OBS? Yeah. Settings, I guess. Hmm. I hope this works now. Well, so now let's just start recording. Okay. Well, everybody's in the meeting, so we don't need that. So now we will just go to mongodb.com and you should be able to log in with your account. So let me click on sign in. You all have created your account now for MongoDB, Muzammil, Shiv,
यस
and
सर।
yeah, you have created your account, right?
राइट सर।
MongoDB Compass, no, sir?
Yeah, MongoDB Compass or Atlas, both of them will work. I just need that
Installed and
URL to
loaded it.
database. And why has Lakshmi or Lavanya not have joined?
Don't know, madam, sir.
Yes. Okay.
सर लक्ष्मी काफी दिन से absent है।
लक्ष्मी मैम के सिस्टम ने ना तो उन्होंने मुझे बोले कि वो अभी से ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकता, ऐसा है उनका लैपटॉप या कंप्यूटर नहीं है, ऐसा इशू है।
ओके
ओके तो आपको ये वाली स्क्रीन दिखनी चाहिए सामने अगर आपने लॉग इन किए हो तो, और फिर हमें कनेक्ट के ऊपर क्लिक करना है और फिर कनेक्ट के ऊपर क्लिक करने के बाद में ऐड कनेक्शन आईपी एड्रेस के ऊपर से अलाउ एक्सेस फ्रॉम एनीवेयर करना है और फिर डेटाबेस यूजर क्रिएट करके उसका पहला नेम देगा डेटाबेस का, लेट्स जस्ट से यूजर नेम मोहिब, जो स्प्रिंग ड्रैगन रखते हैं, माय फेवरेट है। सो और पासवर्ड कुछ तो भी फिलहाल के लिए, चलो ये देखते हैं। ओके और बाद में फिर चूज अ कनेक्शन मेथड पे क्लिक करना है. सो वी विल क्लिक ऑन चूज अ कनेक्शन मेथड. ये क्या हुआ, क्रॉस क्यों आता है? allow access from anywhere. Add IP please. You can't connect it. Set up your firewall access below. चलो ओके ये राइट हो गया. एंड देन फिर हमें क्लिक करना है कनेक्ट ऑन योर एप्लीकेशन. सो वी विल क्लिक ऑन कनेक्ट ऑन योर एप्लीकेशन एंड देन select on Node.js and then click on 3.6 or later. वेल अगर आप ऐसा क्लिक करोगे ना तो ये देखो आपको ये सब मिल जाएगा. एक्चुअली ये ऐसे कनेक्ट करना है लेकिन हम थोड़ा शॉर्टकट यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, तो ये है आपका कॉन्स्ट MongoDB रिक्वायर MongoDB डॉट क्लाइंट और फिर ये आपका URI है मतलब यूजर नेम है दो स्प्रिंग ड्रैगन. यहाँ पे आप आपके पासवर्ड डालोगे और फिर Node.js वगैरह वगैरह सब है. ओके मैंने पासवर्ड क्या लगा मैं भूल गया अभी. चलो अच्छी बात है, देखते हैं जो रखा हुआ रहेंगी क्या. फिलहाल के लिए टेस्ट 1 2 3 रखा हूँ मैंने. लेकिन हमें खाली फिलहाल ये चाहिए. सो लेट्स गो विद दिस and then I'm just copying this down and then so this is now should say close. Okay, well now we have to install something. So last time we talked about middleware. Well we have our Express. So this is our Express and we have our URL. So this is your MongoDB URL. Now since I'm just going to connect it, we will have to first install Mongoose. So let's just say Mongoose npm install Mongoose. Okay, please install Mongoose properly. Okay, we are not doing npm for now. You guys are supposed to do npm though. I will just do yarn add Mongoose. Well, this should work. Yeah, yarn is always faster and way better because it stores whatever you download into the computer memory, so you don't have to require a package from internet and all. So currently it's installing everything. Well, I don't know why it is that. So once that is installed, let's just say Control J. So how do we work with Mongoose? So now if you go over here, Mongoose npm, well, it should give you the initial steps. Okay, so it says const Mongoose equals to, okay, where did you go? Const Mongoose equals to require Mongoose. So const Mongoose equals to require Mongoose. Well, I did not show you guys how to use Morgan. So for now, I will just show you how to use Morgan. So last time we were using directly Morgan and then we were using this, right? So this was tiny. So it gives you a small data. Dev gives you lots of data and it is usually color. Well, what you have to do is f.use Morgan and then in bracket you have to say tiny or whatever stuff that you need. So now that we have our Mongoose installed, let's just try running this for now. Nodemon app.js. Well, now it is listening on port 4000. Okay, and let's just go to localhost 4000. So now what did we do? You see this? it says get slash 3049.8 seconds. So this is the initial request, so it takes time. Well, now the second request takes less time, and then if you keep doing this again and again, you see it takes lots less time. So now if I go to a sign up page, it takes 2.4 seconds. But if I keep going there now, so you see it takes 1.1 second now. And then this guy takes about page. Well, you always want to optimize this because this is very important. You always want to keep yourself in the less than 10 millisecond mark. That is known as a great performance for your website. Well, that is your Morgan. So that's a middleware. We can actually do this stuff ourselves also, but I don't want to do that my way. Okay. Well, chalo. So let's start with our MongoDB. I hope my URL is there. Okay, so let's just say const database URL equals to, and then this should work, and then test 1 1 2 3. I guess this should work. My first database, uh, and then what we do is we call in mongoose. So this is your mongoose, and then it has a inbuilt function that is mongoose.connect, and then you pass in database URL. Okay, and then you can say dot then will take us to somewhere, and then we can just say console.log connected to database. Okay, now we are actually connected to our database, and we have our my first database. Well, we have warnings also now. So let's see about warnings. So it says deprecation warning, current URL still password deprecated. So for now, over here we will pass in some more parameters. Well, few of them are, let's just keep this guy over here, and we will use something like, since it says that use, see this option it says over here, we will just copy this. So it says use new UI parcel, so I don't want to do that, so that should be true. Let's see how does it work. Well, it still gives you an error. So it says warning, current server discovery and monitoring engine is deprecated. Where did that go now? Yeah. Okay, so it says use this also. So we will be using use unified topology true. So let's just type in over here used unified topology true. So there are some things like this only. So there is one more, use find and modify. This will allow us to use the put command. Okay, let's just put a comma, and then we have by default use create index is kept false, but use create index helps us speed up our pages. Well, it just complicates something, so we will not be doing that for now. So if I solve this, okay, we still have unhandled bad authentication failed. Okay, chalo. I guess it is 1 2 3. Let's just hope. Yes, we are connected to database. Chalo. So now, since we are getting connected to database, that is our initial steps. What you want to do is start your server only if you are connected to database. So in this, then what we'll do is control X this guy and just put this over here. Okay, so now we have this then, and if we have an error, we will just use the catch block. So I showed you this already to you guys, so I hope that you guys are understanding. I don't need to explain or something. Console log error. Okay, I hope this works. Chalo, we have an error. Yeah, we need to close this as well. So now it should not say a word. Yeah, we are listening to port 4000. Well, it is connected, that's why it goes to port 4000. So this is our initial connection to database. Well, now how do we uh, make something in the database? Well, you need to say that, uh, hey, look, this is something I want to put inside my database. So how do we do that? Well, all you have to do is just say uh, app.get. Now you have an URL. So let's just take an URL known as add block, and then inside this request and response. Okay, so this is our basic structure, and then inside this we can just say const block equals to, and let's just copy one of the blocks. So hope this works. Chalo. And then we can just say block dot save, and then inside the save it does not take anything, and then you have to take the result. So you can say that anything result, and then just put it like this uh, in this arrow function. If we have a result, then we will just say rest dot send result, and if we have an error we will just say error uh, console log error. Well, let's just see that it works now. So we are going to go to add block. Well, add block. Block.save is not a function. Nice. Well, the issue right now is that we have not defined a model for the block. So what is a model? Let me just show you guys what is a model. So I will open up my favorite Paint. We have Paint 3D. I guess it is supposed to be helpful or something like that. Yeah. Okay, it does give us eraser, pen, crayon. How does this crayon look? Good. Chalo. What about this guy? Nah. Okay, this is a pen. Nice. Chalo. How do we undo everything? So now let's say you have a model. So let's just type in this is your model student, and then the student has some properties like what are the student properties now? Student will have a property like name, and then we will have a property like class. So in this we will have something like student and class. So student will have a name, student will have a class. So this is what your model will look like. It will tell that, hey, look, this is student name, this is student class, and then inside that name should be only string, class should be only a number, and it will also have a roll number. So let's just say it has a roll number. I don't have a mouse right now. I will just try a mouse. So student has roll number, and that will be unique. So that is what we are making for now. So well, we have this roll number. Who is this guy? Okay, I changed the brush. So class and then name. Class will be not different for anyone. Name might be same, might be different, and then we have roll number. So that is how a model works. Well, how do we create a model? So for creating a model, we will create a new file and we will call it models. So that will be a folder, and then we'll call it block model.js. Okay. Well, we need to start by getting our mongoose. So const mongoose, that is wrong spelling, equals to require mongoose. Chalo. And well, we need to specify something known as schema. So we will be importing that schema equals to mongoose dot schema. Chalo. Now we want to create a body, so for the a schema for the blog. So we can say const blog schema equals to new. My const spelling is wrong. Okay, so now it is right. Schema, and then it is a class that takes in a few parameters. So our blog will have a title. So the title will be of type string. Let's just say string, and then it will be required. It will be true, and then will be unique also. So we don't have same titles and all. Okay. So like this only we will have a body and then a snippet. So let me just turn it into snippet. Okay. And this will be the body. Okay. So snippet can be same. Chalo. We will deal with that, and body also can be same. Okay. So now since we have created our blog model, we need to export it. So we have to say we have to create a new blog. So we'll say const blog equals to mongoose dot model. So this also comes from model mongoose, and then we create a model known as blog, and then it will be from a blog schema, and then we just export this module dot exports, and we will export blog. So this is our blog. Chalo. Well, now we have defined our blog schema, and we have a blog over here. We need to import it as well. So we will say const blog equals to require blog. No, not like this. We will say dot slash model slash blog model. Okay. So this is now your blog. You have imported it. You need to add it over here. So you have to say const blog equals to new, and then our blog. Let me just delete this so that you guys can see and understand. And inside this block, just like a schema, it is a class which takes in parameters. So it takes doc any. You can see over here, it says doc any values to which with which to create a document. Okay, so this is helpful documentation. You guys can always read it. It is far better than going through an entire YouTube chapter and all. So new blog, and we will have a snippet for it, and it will say about this is my first blog, and then inside the body we will have a gang, this is my first blog in the database. Well, now if we try and run this, so this is our add blog over here. Let's just try and run this now. Does it throw an error? Okay, so res.send is not a function. Okay. So we are using this rest, so we should not do that. Let's just say it, call it at take in a blog and then just send the blog. Chalo. Hope this works. We still have an error. Duplicate a key error collection. Okay, so the previous one was absolutely added. So what we will have to do now is let's just name this guy as second blog, hoping that it works. Collection dot ensure index is duplicated. Use create indexes instead. Mm, okay, let's just forget that. This all are coming from our this. So use create indexes. Okay, chalo, let's just do this. Use create index and then just put it through. Hopefully this does not give us an error now. Okay. Well, you see, it does send us a response. So this is second block. Okay. Well, now you guys just saw that we had a warning, and the warning had a code, and then the value over there was a new blog, then there's title, and it says eat 11,000 duplicate key error. Okay, so this is known as errors. Well, first what I want to show you guys is how to do our basic adding of the blog model and our CRUD operations. So let's just forget about this for now, and tomorrow we can talk about handling the routes and handling errors. Okay, so this is how you add your blog. So now, and then now you want to get this. Okay, so once you get app.get slash, so you want to find all the blogs. So and then pass in this blogs over here. Well, what do? We can just say, oh come on, let me just hide the terminal. Okay, and then we will just backspace this guy entirely. We will just say blog dot find. Okay, and then we will pass in the then method over here, and then this guys will take blogs, and we take this blogs, and we will just say rest dot send. No, wait, rest dot render, right? Yeah, response dot render this. So now this is how this should work, and then let's just put our catch over here. So this will just console log error. Hopefully this works now. Let's just go to the home for this. Okay, so we now have, this is the first block and this is the first block. And if you can see, if you go to inspect and then go to the network, let's just refresh this page. What is going on over here? Okay, so once we go to app.js, so this is our index. Yeah, we are not rendering out anything from the blogs. So what I want to do now is get stuff from blogs. So we already have our blog over here. So what I will do is just type in this open bracket and then percent. I showed you guys the shortcut for that. What you do is type in EJS and then press tab. So this does not give an output actually. Well, I am only hoping that this works for now. So I guess this will show an equal to, so this gives an output, and then blog dot title, and then over here we want to pass in the summary. So that is our snippet. So let's just say EJS output, and then let's just say blog dot snippet. Okay. Hopefully this renders out. Yeah, you see this is the new blog and it says this is my first blog. And now if you go ahead and add a third blog. Okay, so this says third blog and this is my third blog. Well, after doing add blog, okay, it does send us our data. So now we should have a blog added. It says third blog over here. So we are doing this right now. Okay, I will later on style this, and you guys can see that since it is server side rendered, it says all blogs, new blog, and that all. There is no JavaScript used over here. The only JavaScript being used is the one which we typed out in the HTML page, and is not from EJS side. So this is the benefits of using EJS and Node.js at its purest form. Okay. Well, now since we are doing all this, we already have some blocks, and I don't want to make my code messy. What we will do is, okay, let's just not remove this. I will show you guys methods to get stuff. So let's just keep our home page at the top, and then uh, we will create a fake blocks every time we go to add block. Okay, so we want to get a single block only. So how do we do that? App.get. Okay, so we will do that single block, and then this takes in request and response, and then inside this we will start by finding blocks. So how do you get a single block, and how do you know what to find? Well, now if I see this, okay, so over here, if we go and do this console.log blog, chalo, so after this, I don't want to do this. Okay, chalo, so we were going back. Yeah, you see, every blog has this unique ID. So this is the title, this is the ID, and every blog has this ID. So once we copy this, we know that this is the ID of the blog. Then we can say that do something with this ID. So the basic logic will be the same. So instead of doing all this, we will just say something like find by ID. So over here we used use find and modify. This allows us to use the put method. Now I don't hope that it used my deprecated warning. I'm an old school guy, so I don't know all the recent methods, but uh, is yeah, Lavanya is there. Okay, chalo. Well, let's, oh no, let's just close this, and then let's just close this. Chalo, then close this also. So the basic idea is you just tell it to find it by ID. So now blog dot find by ID, and then inside this we will just pass in the ID. Well, right now we are specifying the ID. So let's just do this, and then there should be, let me just put this in the second line, that then we will get the blog, and then okay, so let's dot send blog. Chalo. Well, hopefully we don't get an error or something like that. Even if we get, we will just say console log error. Okay, so hopefully it should give us a blog now. So now if we go to this something known as single blog, you see it returns us our third blog. But what if I want this from dynamically insert this? Now if we have 1,000 blocks, we cannot go ahead and put something like find by ID and then some random gibberish over here. So what we do is we take in something known as a parameter. So what we do is request dot params dot id, and then blog id equals to, well, how do we get this params dot id, and these parameters are passed to the request from where? Well, all we have to do is it is passed from here. So now if we have this id, and then if we just pass in blog id over here, and let me just save it, and then we will do this. You see, it sends us a response. You see, this is a single blog, and then there it is. And if you put in some wrong ID over here, it will be stuck on here. So if we have an error, let's just say this dot render and then we will just render 404 page with the title blog not found. So that is how you are getting your fake blogs. So let's just go back. This is how you get a single blog. Okay, what about deleting or putting or updating? Well, for now we won't be updating anything, but we are going to surely delete something. Well, we will just use this method. So app.get and then we will say delete. Okay, hopefully well, now in delete we also need this and then we say id, and what we can say is request response, and then we will just let me just keep this over here just in case I miss it, and then we will take the blog id just the way we did already with that. Okay, and how do we delete this now? I just uh well, I have actually made the entire thing, so let's just go ahead with this. So we have find by id and delete. Yeah, well, are you now? Yeah, so we will just say blog dot find by id and delete. Okay, and then we want to pass in the blog id, and then essentially everything is just the same. Then we get the blog, and then we will say res dot send blog, and then in catch we have an header, and let's just see if it works. So now hopefully when we delete this, so we are running this app.get delete id. Well, this should be actually delete. You can use get, but just for ease of reading and developer, you are supposed to keep it delete. Well, even though you do that, so it just says delete. So now if we go to delete, see, it does send us a response, and now if we go to 4000, the third block has been disappeared. Okay, and now if I go over here, there is an error, and over here we should see an error. No error. Yeah, we do get an error. Chalo, we got two errors because we restarted to cast to object failed for value type string for mode. And why did that happen? Okay, no, we are supposed to get an error. Okay, we are not getting an error. Chalo. Well, there is nothing to delete, that's why uh, it gives us a 404 bot. Chalo. Well, we will be learning error handling tomorrow, that's why. Okay, so this should be delete for now, and it is just for developers mind so that he knows what to update and which guy is going to delete or something. So there is something that's put, and then there's get, and we did get, we did delete, and then there is a post. So now let's just keep it like this, and then when we are creating a blog, so at add blog we will put post. Now all these methods you won't be able to do from the front end side. So app.post right now won't work. Well, just we can try this. So we don't have our third blog over here. Okay, and but now if I go to the slash add blog, it gives me the error, hey, you seem to be lost. But just by changing this, it says app.get and it uses a result. So how do you do this post methods and all without using the browser? So we have something known as insomnia. Insomnia means sleep deprivation, and this application does just that. So here you have the method. So by default, we always do get. Let me just see if we can zoom in over here. Yeah. So by default, it does get, post, put, patch, delete, options, head, and whatever. So now we want to use the post method. And then on post method, we have something add blog. So now if I go to add blog, so does this work now? No? Do we have an error? Okay, we have a duplicate key error. Chalo, so let's just do fourth blog. Okay, and let's just send. Okay, so you see, it does create a fourth blog. It has headers. It has the type application JSON, and it shows us everything. So X powered by Express, keep alive, and all sort of stuff, timeline and all. And this just tells us this is what I did in recent times. So don't worry about that. And then the raw data is sent like this, and this is the visual preview, so it just gives you a pretty print, so it is a bit readable. And now if we go to the home page, let me just refresh this. It says new blog, second blog, third blog, and fourth blog. Okay, and you can see it says over here post add block 200. It took 47 milliseconds, which is slow. Okay, so this is how you do your method. You can do your get method as well. So it gave us all our blog, and if we go to the raw data, you see it gives us everything. This it says all blogs, new blog, this is my first blog, second blog, this is my first blog. And then we have so many other things that we can work around with, so I want you guys to fiddle around with this. Then there is a application for professionals. It is known as Studio 3T. Well, I don't want you guys to dive into it, but just for your information, instead of typing in all this code that we just did over here, we are writing all this code. Instead of that, what you have to do is, I will have to delete it right now. You have to create a sample model for it, and then export it, and then you will have your query code. So that is, it will look like something like this. So it will be look like a code, and you can just copy down that code over here. You will have to make it bit beautiful. That's all, but it makes your life so easy. But I don't want you guys to use it. Just know that there is something known as Studio 3T, and it is by MongoDB and for MongoDB, and it just allows us to compare our schemas and all. So right now we are using a very small schema. Let me just show you guys one of my projects. So this is my backend, and we have a model over here. You see, this is a schema. So now if you go and try to compare this side by side, and this is my blog schema, you see you have only three strings, and then in this schema we have lots of stuff. So order items is an array, and inside that array we have an object, and with that object we have id, and then we are referencing to some other object in the schema, then it is required as true, then the name is type, cost, and all that sort of stuff. Well, for all this stuff you use applications like that, or else you have to type in all this. I wish that I knew this when building this program. I really was frustrated about it. So that is just for FYI information. Well, now we want to handle errors over on this side, because now if we try and add something like a same blog again and again, it will just say, it just takes me to the lost page. Well, just go to the post again and just say add blog. Well, it is stuck on loading, and now we should have an error over here. So now Yeah, you see we have an error over here again. It says code 11000. Let me just restart my server. I typed in D and D. So what it does is it just stops anything from passing by ahead. So that is why you don't want to do that, and you have to restart your servers. Well, now if you go over there, you see we again have an error. So it says code 11,000 over here, and it says duplicate key error. So how you put in errors over here is you just put them inside an error block, and for string we won't do any error handling. Let's just do for this guy. Okay, so let's just say this is let's just put it title is required. Okay, and then close this block. And if we say this, that title has already been taken. Well, now that is two stuff like that. I just forgot the commas over here, and this should be comma. And since we are going to do this as well, so let's just paste it over here and just say snippet is required. Uh, let's just say that, and inside over here also let's just say this. Okay, body is required. Let's not say missing. It just does not look good. So now on saving this, if I pass in anything like okay, so now we just did what we did was okay, so let's just stop this and create start our server. So now there is no error, and if I go over here and just send this again, okay, it is now stuck over here and it says that there is an error. Well, the issue with this right now is you cannot handle unique errors like this. It is just some issue with MongoDB. We don't know why did they do that, but instead of returning the error that we want, it will return this error. So right now we are seeing this duplicate key error collection blah blah blah. Well, but what if you just let me just create a new something. So right now we are getting the block from somewhere. Okay, so right now let's just not do that, and mm, what we will do is what should we do then? uh, what we should do, what should we do? I guess, yeah, we will get a block from the body. Chalo. Well, let me just copy this guy, and since we are doing a JSON, let's just do this, and let's just copy this. Okay, we are just copying this. Okay, so now you are doing this, and then let's just say const blog equals to request dot body. Well, now what is this request dot body? Initially, if we console log this, so clg request, and let's just go to post add blog and then click on send. It says cannot read body blah blah blah. Instead of going in raw, let's just go to okay. So it says cannot read save of undefined. Okay, well, let me just make the terminal a big. Okay, so now if we scroll somewhere around, we should have a body. So where is the body? The body, where is the body? Where is the body? Where is the body? Well, we are still in P, P, Q, R, S, T. So there is a B. incoming message request. Well, it is there somewhere over here. Just looking for it inside this big thing. You don't want it. You see, we have request.url, request.method. Like this only we have something known as request.body. Well, now it should be somewhere over here. Okay, we cannot read property save of define. Well, let's just add a body right now. Yeah. So now over here, you see our JSONs were actually like this. So this title doesn't have anything over here. And if I just control Z over here, PowerShell.exe terminated with code 2. Thank you for the error, sir. Nice. So you see this title over here. Well, in JSON, it needs something like this. Text. Oh, it's 7.4. Chalo. So I will just show you how to handle this error. So I will not do anything right now. So let's just send this. Couldn't connect to server. Okay, this guy crashed. Okay, so let's just do control Y. Oh wow. Equals to request dot body. Well, now hopefully that it works. Chalo. And then we will just do console log body. Okay, so now let's just call it a text block. Body is not defined. How is the body not defined, friend? Okay, we will do this in the next lecture. For now, chalo. Well, it's already late for us to sit around and debug. Okay, so today we connected to the database, and we also did our we also saw our add and remove and then get one only. So that was the three things we learned. Tomorrow I will try to do put and all, and we will also do error handling. Then we will also create the user model for tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for the day. Any doubts, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, one more thing I want to show you guys. So just before leaving, you see everything over here gets put inside over here. So now we have my blogs over here. So this is over here. Let me just reset my zoom. Okay, you see this? So this is some things that we get. Chalo. So that is all for the day. I showed you guys database and all. So thank you. I guess CD ma'am left. Still the meeting is on record. Chalo, bye everyone. Have a nice day. Stay safe. And please keep on coding. Send me your Node.js links and all. You guys have not yet sent me that. Else I will have to put assignments incomplete. That will uh, affect your marks at the end. By marks, I mean the letter that we will be giving it to you. Okay. So please do your assignment and join our Google Classroom. I shared the link yesterday. It is very important to join that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Bye. Bye, Shiv. Bye, Lavanya. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.